Hello? Alright. It's a Saturday! I'll go to the fucking gala. No, I didn't. That's why I sent the message in the chat, because I knew you were gonna think I ended. Drugs? What? Drug time? What? What are you fucking talking about? Best start getting ready. Oh. Is this a drug game? No. This is not for broadcast, though. It's the same fucking game I've been playing, dog. You arrive on time, barely, at the Suavanian, one of the oldest and grandest hotels in the capital. You're surprised to see a queue to get in and quickly realize it's because people are being searched at the door by some very military-looking personnel in smart attire. While you're waiting, you can't help but notice just how very opulent the building is, possibly the fanciest place you've been to in your life. You submit to being patted down and with a sigh of relief, I hiccuped, are let into the hotel. Once inside, you're directed to the grand ballroom, and following the signs, you marvel at the sheer scale of the place and the amount of armed security guards. When you finally arrive, a very severe-looking woman at the door asks for your name. I'm Alex Winston. She curtly checks her list before whispering something to the waiter beside her. You've made it just in time to be seated before dinner. Please follow Emmanuel here to your table. The waiter smiles at you and opens one of the great double doors, gesturing for you to enter. Immediately, you can see why it's called the Grand Ballroom. You pause for a second to take it all in. You feel a slight tap on your arm, and Emmanuel gestures for you to follow him. He seats you at a table in the central floor area with a decent view of the stage. Hopefully, you're in Bozeman's good books at the moment. Clearly you're in Bozeman's good books at the moment. You're sat with some colleagues you've seen around at the Channel 1 offices before, but don't know that well. One of them informs you far too excitedly it's a very corporate evening of awards and speeches. At least the food should be good. Dinner is indeed lovely, and with the help of the no doubt very expensive wine, conversation flows easily enough. In fact, much to your surprise, you're actually presented with an award for Best Newcomer to the Channel 1 family. Well, this was unexpected. As you walk up to collect it, you recognize the presenter as Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey of Incisors fame. He thanks Advance for sponsoring this year's gala, before specifically thanking Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement for being in attendance tonight. This does not feel like British TV game? Okay, sorry. As you take to the stage, you see the frontmost central table does indeed seat the Prime Ministers, as well as Bozeman, Meghan, and some other very well-to-do types that you don't recognize. That explains all the security. As you're headed to the award, Dr. Atkinson Blimey asks if you'd like to say a few words. I got like Australian towards the end there. I don't really know where that came from. You're a little nervous and sputter out some quick praise for Advance and Channel 1. You make a joke thanking Dave for fleeing the country and leaving you in his job. I'm gonna make a joke about Dave. Most of the room breaks out into polite laughter, but as you see that neither of the Prime Ministers cracks so much as a smile, and nor does Bozeman, he's too busy frantically flipping between examining Peter and Julia for a reaction and glaring daggers at you. Eventually they join in the light applause as Adrian ushers you back to your seat. That may not have been the smartest move. I don't fucking care, mate. You ever consider that one? Just as you're finishing up dinner, one of the other people at your table points behind you, and you turn to see Bozeman walking briskly past with Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement in tow. You're pretty sure he was pointedly ignoring you. He seems to be introducing the Prime Ministers to a selection of people at different tables. Better them than you. You finish off the rest of the meal listening to the last few speeches and then head home. All in all, it was a surprisingly nice evening. You might actually look forward to the next one. Providing Bozeman invites you to that one, of course. I hope he fucking doesn't. I don't want to go to your stupid-ass dinner gala Met parties. Bozeman. Ugh. I'm so pissed my stream ended, because now the time says it's only been up for like 6 minutes. And when it restarted initially, it was like... it was still counting, but when it restarted the second time, it like full on disconnected, I guess, and like really fucked it up. So, whatever. Whatever, I'll just cry about it. Da 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 da. Sorry, I forgot I turned my mic up. That's probably relatively loud, huh? Just a little bit. Just a little. Oh, okay. Day 296. The heat wave. Why can't I move? Yeah. Crazy Neil. This is a different one?
Down the sun, have you?
Crazy Neil's Long Hot Summer Sale.
Classical illusions are no
Yeah,
substitute
come to
for air
Bumley.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not
Let's
here.
get Remington
Yes, but he is.
Smith.
Our gun-toting
You go down
handler.
there.
Andy,
I don't know what the
You
fuck
go
his
up there.
name
What
is,
is this
do I?
shit?
he's here to keep us safe from
Must be
people like
played.
this.
Fuck
More
you.
keep us in
Shut
line.
up.
Keep guns.
No, actually.
10 seconds, everybody.
I've decided.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5.
You don't think this is real news,
4,
Jeremy?
3.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their
These are the
10th
same
week.
image.
In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this
These
unprovoked
are the exact same
escalation.
image. Just whatever.
The regrettable decision taken by the World Council this morning have left the citizens of this country isolated and fearful. But Advance have prepared for this day.
Have they?
Our stockpiles are large, our wealth is unfathomable, and we will
Where's the
defend our
where's
citizens
the
with
fucking
every
phone?
last breath from this latest brutal and calculated act of war. We are with you. One team. Indivisible and strong.
Indivisible.
Thank you.
Beer in the headlights.
Great.
Burgeoning brewmeister Johnny Hamsleeves has today
What's
launched a new
Hamsleeves up
marketing
to?
campaign to revitalise the image of his unpopular Headbutt Ale. Adamant that his craft brew could be a commercial success if only
kinda
he could
fuck
get
with
in
whatever
front of the
this
right
is.
audience, Johnny's gone to surprising lengths with his latest PR stunt. In a move he's calling groundbreaking, and his accountants are calling irresponsible, Johnny has launched 1,000 bottles of beer into the stratosphere, where they've now settled into geostationary
Fuck
orbit.
yeah.
He's hailing it as a landmark achievement, while scientists are condemning his cosmic flight tipping. In it to
That's
win
hard
it,
as hell.
Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw
Dude.
for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random
get
to
this-
receive what
let's get this
Team
lady.
HQ are describing as
Was that
unique
rocket so
prizes
close to your
worth more
building?
than money used to be. Take up on the scheme has been much higher than expected.
This
and if this
is a
lucky winner's
radio
delighted
tower.
face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's
This
going
is
to
a
have
this is a
one.
fucking radio tower.
Kiss me, Fardy. The nation's favourite all-rounder, the humble Flard, has
Dumbass.
risen to new heights today after a surprise
I mean, I probably
the
turned
news
pretty
that
quickly,
Flard
so
fans all over
I'm
the
not
territory have been waiting for is
upset about it.
finally here.
Die,
In a
Flard.
statement met with Universal tonight, Remington's Fist unveiled the next chapter for that faithful family favourite, the Flard. Lawrence
yeah.
Blonderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, rumoured to be
Die
mortal
Flard.
enemies, are to reunite to celebrate their one mutual love in Die Flard, the movie. Self-confessed Flardy, Sophia Remington said,
Self-confessed
"It's only right
Flardy.
the real hero of our age takes centre stage in this no-holds-Flard action thriller. Some men left behind, Escape craft construction has been hampered by problems as the beleaguered scientists stuck in Dente's taint have had to make the hard call of who won't be coming back due to their new vessel's limited capacity. Despite their promising start, it's fair to say that enthusiasm for the venture has waned. Trade tensions are rumored to have led to plans being rushed and big problems that could have been avoided by just simply counting how many of them there are. Stuck between a rock and a
Kiss
hard
me?
place,
Who are you
it
talking
was
to?
decided that those who will be left behind should be the best able to adapt and
Die Flard?
Let's hope
I don't
they
know when that
regret
message
leaving
came
the
in.
marine biologists in charge of complex machinery. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers.
Oh no.
Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen
kinda
these
sick.
striking images. As their actions escalate,
That goes
people
kinda hard.
across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt? And what exactly do they want?
I don't
Other than a
know.
new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating
What?
medical conditions.
Why are they
and
upset?
One of the contenders is
I didn't fucking do anything!
and her proud owner. That's off on tonight's National Nightly News.
Bitch asses. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I stopped looking, I stopped looking, I stopped looking. Stop, don't do that. Stop, whoa, hey, whoa. Hey, how do I fix it? I'm trying, fucker! What? What? Ah! Ah!
Is how the people in
My
this
God!
of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather.
So what if I just, So what if we just clean slate, start that one over. I think, I live in like a duplex, except instead of the houses being split in half, it's like my neighbor lives above me, and it sounds like he was in the hallway, when I was screaming. So, like, he probably heard that. Which is kind of funny, honestly. Kind of funny, kind of goofy, kind of quirky. That's him. That's him thumping around. What a guy. The audacity to give me a stream report, as if I was finished streaming. Anyways, let's do it but better, shall we? Oh, I can grip.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Alright, let's try it
What, you got
again.
someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions that
Twitch
substitute
won't
for air
allow
conditioning.
you.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better
It
mood.
will.
She's not even here.
Yes, but he is.
It'll let you.
Our gun-toting handler.
But it's difficult
I
on
don't know what the
mobile,
fuck his name
so.
is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like
Swab.
Disrupt.
More like keep us in line.
Crazy Neil,
With the goodies.
Bum
10
Bum,
seconds, everybody.
Rainbows.
So,
Alright,
any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's
Okay.
on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5,
okay.
4,
Life's good.
3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions.
Still pretty
now
sure
entering
those are
their
the same
10th
fucking
week.
video,
In a
but
statement from team headquarters a
whatever.
short time ago, Prime
It makes
Minister
sense, I
Julia
guess.
Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The
The regrettable decision taken by the World Council this morning have left the citizens of this country isolated and fearful.
What did we do?
But
What did they do?
Advance have prepared for this day.
What did you do, Advance?
Our stockpiles are
Stockpiles
large.
are huge.
Our wealth is unfathomable.
Unfathomable.
And we will defend our citizens with every last breath from this latest brutal and calculated act of war. We are with you. One team.
One team.
Indivisible. And
What team? Wildcats.
Beer in the headlights. Burgeoning brewmeister Johnny Hamsley
I'm still gonna
has today
make
launched a
him
new
launch a
marketing
rocket.
campaign
I'm gonna make
to
all the exact same
revitalize the image
decisions.
of his unpopular Headbutt Ale. Adamant that his craft brew could be a commercial success if only he could get in front of the right audience, Johnny's gone to surprising lengths in his latest PR stunt. In a move he's calling groundbreaking and his accountants are calling irresponsible, Johnny has launched 1,000 bottles of beer into the stratosphere, but they've now
Yeah.
settled into geostationary
1,000
orbit.
bottles of
He's
beer in the
hailing it as a
stratosphere,
landmark
1,000
achievement,
bottles of
while scientists
beer.
are condemning his
Take one
cosmic
down,
flight.
pull it out of orbit. 99
In It's a
bottles of
Minute,
beer in the
exciting
stratosphere.
news from Advance
99
today.
bottles of beer in the
They announced a
stratosphere.
new monthly prize draw
99
for
bottles of
team
beer.
membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners
Same
from
thing,
across the
same
country
thing.
will be picked at random to receive what Team
You
HQ
getting
are
hot?
describing as
No.
unique prizes
You
worth
getting hot?
more than
No?
money used
Okay.
to be. Take up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Kiss me, Flardy. The nation's favourite
What?
all-rounder, the humble Flard, has risen to new heights today after a surprise announcement. The news that Flard fans all
Flard.
over the territory have been waiting for is finally here. In a statement met with universal delight, Remington's Fist unveiled the next chapter for that faithful family favourite, the Flard. Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, rumoured to be mortal enemies, are to reunite to celebrate their one mutual love in Die Flard the movie. Self-confessed Flardy, Sophia Remington, said, "It's only right that the real hero of our age takes centre stage in this no-holds-Flard action thriller." Some men left behind. Escape
Only a
craft
few.
construction has been hampered by problems as the beleaguered scientists stuck in Dante's taint have had to make the hard call of who won't be coming back due to their new vessel's limited capacity.
You know?
Despite their promising start, it's
I
fair
think
to
I
say
picked
that
that one.
enthusiasm for the venture has waned. Trade tensions are rumoured to have led to plans being rushed and big problems that could have been avoided by just simply counting how many of them there are. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, it was decided that those who would be left behind should be the best able to adapt and survive. Let's hope they don't regret leaving the marine biologists in charge of the complex machinery.
Oh,
Life during wartime.
that won't be a problem.
As
I
if we
don't
didn't
think.
have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protest, resulting in multiple arrests
Scuffles.
and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered
Watch them get
by
pissed
all
again.
those who have seen these striking
I don't
images.
control
As their
the
actions
camera.
escalate,
I just
people
make the
across country are
decisions.
asking themselves, who are Disrupt? And what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people
See?
with fascinating
See?
medical conditions.
That's not my fault.
One of the contenders
That's not my fucking fault.
football championships and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's
2,
National
1.
Nightly News.
Boom. Okay. Easy. 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 Simple. It's not even a problem for a guy like me. Uh-oh. 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 No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Are you done moving? You didn't make the thing like it's safe yet. Are you done moving? You're not. You're not. You're not. Boom.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has
All
been
right.
dispatched to every corner of the country
Let's fucking
to see how
go.
the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea
All right.
to see what this scientific
You ready?
community has to say. Megan,
Boom.
how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for
I knew it.
asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns at the University of Princeford. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes,
What's-
it's wonderful.
what's he so
isn't
pissed
it?
about?
My eyelids are sweating.
Oh.
You're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
Are you good?
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very
Yep.
much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually
You
left my
promise?
car running.
That's
So tell us about
stupid.
this experiment.
Why would you do that?
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with atmospheric samples, and we take all that and we feed it into this state-of-the-art computer.
You put it in a
and
little
very
freak.
soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Rivington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled
Stop.
investment in
Stop.
our
Stop.
and
Stop.
dare I just say,
Stop.
complimentary
Stop it.
personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And
It's fine.
as expected, everything is absolutely fucked.
Oh.
Hang on. This
I took my hand off the keyboard and everything.
Obviously, you said a second ago that everything was absolutely fine, so...
well, actually, under concern level, it just says, "Why, God, why?"
Oh.
We should be celebrating
Well, that's
these
not
wonderful
great.
results, I think.
That's a concerning amount of Y gods.
We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
That's.
Here it just
I bet
says,
I could evolve
"Shimmy
gills within
and
40
shimmy."
years.
This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go
I
wrong
stopped
with
paying
that.
attention again.
There you go. So can I just say
I was
thank
paying
you
attention
to
for that one.
Rivington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is
It's
running
running
out.
out.
Stop.
Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Abandon open, return to the forest.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just
Hey,
one
hey.
opinion.
Calm yourself.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy.
All right.
Proof, if proof we need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf
All
there,
right.
attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team
Scritchford.
membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here
Hey.
in Scritchford
Hi,
with
Robin.
Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring
What's her
poet.
fucking name?
Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize.
I know
How
what
do
I'm
you
doing.
feel?
This
Filled
is-
with
this is the good
fervent
run.
euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
This is the run for good people.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick
Look at
form
that.
or two.
I make it look
Wow,
easy.
that sounds
It's easy
so
for guys like me.
convenient, But we're all dying
No.
to know. What
No.
have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
OMG.
Swanky?
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the guttering.
That doesn't seem like a prize.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
Oh.
So, can
A
you tell me
poem?
about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly
Battling.
difficult slaughter, probably
Stop.
one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So
You guys
were
are
both
fucking
polishing
geeks.
turds.
You know that?
No, I don't like to polish them.
Anybody
I
ever
like to
tell
keep
you
them
that?
intact for my collection.
Oh,
Oh, it's the poop collector.
how unexpected.
It's the scat man.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
And he collects
Hey,
shit.
Gary,
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
Probably not.
there's no harm in asking, I suppose.
If I'm being real with you.
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for the membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to
I don't give a
read
shit about your
No.
children's
or an
sonnets.
anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
What does that even
I'd rather
mean?
hear about Gary's turd
What the fuck is an
collection.
anthology?
I thought you might say that.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh,
Are you alright?
it's coming.
She's getting inspired.
And it's delicious.
She feels creativity.
Today on the show, there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Here, this big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous? Lovely texture.
Would
Yo,
you encourage other people
he's got shit
to
on the
enter with their chance to win?
news.
If it's colour you're looking
What
for,
the
take
fuck
it down
is
the whole
this?
blue idea.
I know he
National
smells
News lost
bad.
its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today.
Bars.
Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals.
Perfect.
Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which is
Hey,
recently voted
Jeremy.
the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this,
Stop.
the smell really is. I mean, it's
Be cool.
It's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just
Yeah.
all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. You can tell that, look at him, proud as punch.
Alright, easy.
Do you know
Easy
what
money.
it's like, son, being the second smelliest town? No, I don't. Living in the shadow of Arseminster.
Assminster?
And who's laughing now, eh?
No way I got that! Let's fucking go!
Right, the good people from Willington.
I'm just swinging around willy-nilly.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built flour factory.
Yeah, they gave us this
Oh
big
my fucking
presentation on
God.
jobs and growth.
Let's
But
go.
as soon as
Oh,
we heard
why'd my
about
neck
the
get
stench,
weird?
We paid them whatever they wanted
Stop.
to put it here.
Stop. Stop.
Stink
Stop.
not affect your life in every way, Barry. I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or
I
completing
love
a physical
Assminster.
act
You
of
would eat
Yeah,
Assminster,
strong at
wouldn't you?
first, but you get used to it after several
Stinky
weeks and
little
your first bout of
cheese.
sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's sickness?
Okay.
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop
This
any
fan thing
symptoms.
stresses me out.
Now, folk are saying
I got my
something
hands off the
about
keyboard,
production
nothing
line
crazy
and how they dump
happened.
carcasses directly
Alright.
into the waterway, but I
Hands on
think
the keyboard.
Probably a few valves on the high street.
On the high street. Did I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
There's like shit
Well,
on the
first
walls
one
up here.
asking stupid
What's happening?
questions. Then folk experience a lot
You know?
of inhibition.
Cough, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next
Stop.
recording is a period
Stop.
of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Stop.
Song of my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts.
How do I,
now.
how do, where,
Oh my
how do,
God, look
where,
at me.
how do,
I'm like a stallion.
oh.
Gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me?
What?
I should take
I
my
tried,
shirt
dog.
off. You know what? I'll even let you touch
It's
me if you want.
confusing when I don't watch it
That
move.
will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon.
Feel the Bannon.
Oh, man.
And the ennui. All that's left
Stop.
now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Hello, Dottie. Was that you?
OMG.
Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
You know he doesn't need opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks.
Stop,
Once he wakes
stop,
up, he'll
stop,
be just
stop,
fine. We'll just
stop,
find a place
stop,
to stick him where
stop,
it won't matter how
stop,
many times
stop,
he evacuates his
stop,
bowels.
Stop. Stop. Stop it.
Right. That's all here from Grizzleford. A town
Stop.
that's really
Stop.
making a stink.
Stop.
I'm Barry Lardons.
Okay.
Back to you, Jeremy.
Boom.
Thanks, Barry.
You good? Yep.
With a naval blockade being set up around
Yep.
our coastline as we speak,
Yep.
when we come
Okay.
back,
What is he
I'll be
still
talking
talking
with
about?
three demographic who appear to be here purely for medical
Did I load?
reasons.
I load that.
Don't go
Okay.
away. Unless,
5,
of course,
4,
you've got something
3,
better to do. We'll be
2,
back
1,
after these messages.
and we're out.
1 minute back.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest, and Barnes may request some censorship if he goes too
Oh, there's a disrupt tape.
job so far keeping everyone happy, so let's keep
I didn't see that.
Can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
Come to Bumley.
I know the price is
Neil's Deals.
If you're boiling hot and you're thinking I need to get
Oh. Okay.
rid of ice
B,
cream to
that's
all the
fine, I
customers,
guess.
but our prices are dropping faster
whatever.
than a kid with a cold. It's on the floor. Yes, they're dropping every day. We've got crazy artificial paddling poles, ornamental paddling poles, big poles, little poles,
Big
tiny
poops,
ground
little
catching nets.
poops.
Well, I don't care what you think. I'm gonna drop them even further. We got rubber rings for pets. We got rubber rings for you. We got rubber rings for them. We got
Oh my
rubber
God.
rings for her.
Rubber rings for her?
Directors, no. We got everything from pina coladas, lifeboat starters, ladies on ladders. We got men in silos. If your favorite hobby is ice sculpting, whilst the outside is boiling, we can let you sculpt dragons. We can let you sculpt flagons. We can let you sculpt
I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself.
What fucking cam
Jeremy.
you guys want to open on?
Sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Please tell me more.
Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
That's real.
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case,
Stop.
Let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard.
What the fuck kind of hiccup?
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
People tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called
Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Huh. Well, Miss Piercy, some people are
Miss
saying that
Piercy.
it was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot.
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No,
Gotcha.
it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say.
Oh, wow, we
say that.
may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
A lot going on here.
Steady on! This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. Ginger Tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once!
Enough! That's enough! Enough!
Whoa, Jeremy! Wait, we're this deep already? Shit.
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to.
Okay. Okay,
You're in
Jeremy.
the broadcast centre. Bonesman's little scapegoat. You listen to me.
Yeah, dude.
You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person
Jeremy.
in this studio.
Jeremy, what the fuck?
I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brink of a siege the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these 3 fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go! Before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to
Broadcast center.
hit him with a little bleep. You want me to play the disrupt tape?
You pay attention.
Yay!
Now,
Hi.
I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial.
I did.
But today's going to be a little bit different. Look to your right.
That's my left.
Yes, really. Look to your right.
Mhm.
There is a VHS tape.
Yeah.
And I want you to load it into
Should I play it?
And when I say
If
so,
you say no
and not
before he
before,
tells me to cut to commercial, I won't play the disrupt tape.
You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing that comes out of this studio is either one-sided or, for now, we're going to show the other side for you. For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days.
Like the good old days.
Alex, play the fucking tape. I don't want to hurt any of you. I see anything.
Wait! Oh, that wasn't even on purpose. I didn't play it. I didn't play it. I didn't fucking play it. Oh shit! Oh shit! I forgot I put it in A. I forgot I put it in the A slot. I forgot.
I imagine the rating.
I look like an asshole. Oh shit. Oh shit, bro. The way that I confidently pressed it and everything. Alright. Put you right back where you were then. Since it doesn't fucking matter. I'll put Crazy Neil back where he used to be. Oh man. I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Probably. The RS Rainbow. This just sounds like a literal regular fan, which is so fucking crazy.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck did they play it?
I misclicked. I misclicked. I
Real
misclicked.
fucking difference.
I misclicked.
You fucking.
It was an accident.
You. What's your name?
I'm sorry.
Of course it
I didn't
fucking
mean
is.
to.
Put the gun down, please.
How long?
We're going live now.
Welcome back to what's left of the National Nike News. Our main story tonight. There is a fucking massive military blockade being set up around this country. We are surrounded and outgunned, as incidentally am I. Now I have asked for all the security doors to be locked, the studio doors to be locked, but security is on its way. So, I doubt we'll have much time. But while there is, let's try and do the fucking news. Our first guest tonight is Jenny. She works here in production, and earlier today she told me she put forward several news stories. Older viewers will remember those, but they've all been rejected. So tell us, Jenny, what's somehow less important than Barnum and Bailey's Amazing Ship Circus and Commander Pumpernuts, the fucking cat footballer?
It's Professor Pumpkin.
Really, Jenny? There isn't much time. There isn't much time. Come on, just one real news story.
I don't know. I can't think. I'm trying.
Christ! You haven't even taken it into public ownership yet. I mean, might as well be run from Julia fucking Salisbury's no doubt immaculate kill room. And this gallant knight, in slightly shattered armour, is Andy. He's a CCO. What's that stand for, Andy?
Community Cohesion Officer.
And what does that mean, Andy?
Well, we aim to strive...
No, you utter prick. I mean, what does that mean? What is a CCO? What are you?
Community...
Policeman! You're a policeman, a fucking policeman!
Yeah, that's what we used to be called.
Used to be? It was less than 2 months ago. What the hell is wrong with you all? Jenny, any recollections yet?
Nothing springing to mind.
All right then. Looks like you're in the hot seat, Andy. Exciting, eh? I mean, that's what you joined up for, wasn't it? Excitement? It's your first hostage situation.
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty shitty you ended up being the hostage, eh? Never mind. How many people have you arrested for not carrying or having their ID cards?
Well, firstly, we don't arrest anymore. We invite for consultation.
Invite for
and they're not
consultation.
ID cards.
Don't be a bellend all your life, Andy. You know what I mean. Answer the question.
Well, it shouldn't have to be a big deal to prove who you are.
Only the guilty have something to fear.
Well, yes, actually.
How desperately naive.
Look, I'm just a police officer. CCO.
Just following orders.
Oh, come on, mate. That's not fair.
It was rhetorical. Jenny, ready to spill the beans yet?
Jeremy, please stop. I'm scared. Alex didn't even play your tape. This is pointless. It's over.
I didn't mean to not play the tape. I just had a stupid moment, and that's my L.
I was going to quit tonight. I had notes. See? I had notes. See? There's a recording. A VHS tape. A
Can I
message
play it
from
at a
the
later
shop.
date?
I haven't heard it, but I know what it's trying to say. And
What
I
if-
wanted you at home to hear it.
Do we
So listen
have
to the
more
other side
ads?
and make up your own minds.
What if I play it at
Alex
the next break?
Winston, who works in
Whoa, hey, we don't have gotta
decided it was
drop
not
the
for
whole
your
name.
eyes and
I'll
ears.
play it.
It was not for
We have another
broadcast.
ad break.
Maybe Alex will play it after the next break. Doesn't matter.
I will.
Tomorrow morning it will arrive in every major news broadcaster
Which one?
worldwide.
It's B.
But I wanted you to hear it
It's
first.
B.
To listen to what Disrupt had to say about this unreported country. Because Disrupt and I, well, we swapped places while I wasn't looking. They're now the ones investigating, looking for evidence, trying to make the world a better place. And me, I'm in this newsroom interviewing Jeff fucking Algebra. What Disrupt have to say is important. You might not agree with all of it, but you should still hear it and make up your own minds.
Are you serious? Disrupt. A credible source. Get more objectivity out of Alan fucking James.
Oh my god, are you being deliberately obtuse? Why can't any of you understand there's no such thing as a credible news source anymore? Aaron!
Whoa.
Shit! Aaron! Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
He's bleeding.
Oh my god.
In his shoulder.
Oh my
First
god.
aid! Whoa, we need first
He
aid!
doesn't need first aid, he needs a fucking ambulance.
Paramedics. There'll be paramedics for the security.
Unlock those doors.
No! Don't do that!
Jeremy, he's bleeding. He could die.
Yes, but if you open the door, that's a
How did you think this was going to end?
He didn't.
Why are you even here today? It's supposed to be your day off!
My date cancelled. I thought it'd be more fun to be here than moping around at home.
Damn.
Truth be told, I wanted to see you.
Damn.
Being annoyed with you is like wearing a comfy jumper.
That's the nicest thing you've said to me.
Let's not make it the last.
Right. All remaining cameras on me. In a minute, I'm going to ask Jenny to unlock the doors. Now, me, Aaron, our cameraman, can get the medical attention he needs. I should imagine I'll get arrested for this. It wasn't the graceful. I had a speech. I was meant to be resigning with a flourish of honour. A last hurrah! I was going to wish you all one last peaceful night. I'll see that happening now. Still, I want to have one last stab at the news before I go.
Oh,
You see,
Jeremy.
there's so much more we're not telling you. There's large groups of scientists, and they're testing something. Something loud and something. What was that? I didn't think it over there. Why did it?
Don't shoot him.
Stay back, please. Mr. Donaldson,
Stand
you
back,
have
Jenny.
10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
To the ads.
Jeremy.
9,
Alex, cut to the ads.
5,
Wait, put the gun down.
4, 3.
Okay. We cut now. I played the tape. Played the tape. You either die a hero, man behind the hood, BAA. Bah. I don't really know where that scream came from, but I gotta pee, so I'm gonna fucking do that. You wake up, still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night, what you had to edit on the news. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room, waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa next to Sam. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night after Jeremy, everything that happened. Sam shakes their head. I wonder what they'll do with him now. Are you okay? I can't shake the feeling he might be right. Sam glances at Charlie, then back to you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing, and I couldn't help but wonder why. It seemed like the right thing to do. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt are bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere, and no one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Charlie, watch your fucking mouth! Sam tries to interject Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie was always a bit black and white about this sort of thing. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation. Somehow you managed to make the right call. Sam throws their arms around you. Only you were stuck in the studio having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you. You've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure you've fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it. You sigh and absent-mindedly turn on the TV. It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old Western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You were never going to please everyone. And that's just showbiz, baby. That's me dusting my hands off. That's me getting the showbiz off my hands. I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta derail. He's getting objective. So I feel like I should provide you with context, but I'm not going to, actually, is the thing about it. Cry. Cry about it. Okay. What I fucking do. Okay. Okay. Everything is fine. Just as you're finishing up breakfast, Sam comes in with the post. Oh, we get a postcard from Susie. I hope she's having fun on her trip. Sam reads it aloud as you finish getting ready for work. I've seen what feels like most of Irkstan. Really cool place, but so cold. Hope Chippy enjoyed the gift, and before you say anything, yes, you were right to make me pack the extra pair of socks. Sam gives you a small kick under the table. Next we got the train to Konoslava, much warmer and loads of beaches to enjoy. I could have stayed there forever, but had to head to San Palmerino before it got too cold. And I'm so glad we did. We've probably got 1 or 2 more stops before heading home, but I'll be back in time for Christmas, I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Love, Susie. XXX. Sounds like it's been a hell of a trip, worth every penny. Ah! You know what I fucking mean, dude? I don't want to do things. I don't want to be a person. I could rock with being like a frog or some shit like that. An amphibious creature. An amphibian. A lizard, maybe. I'd be a reptile, for sure. If we're just picking, like, I guess the tribes of the animal kingdom that I would be. My soul is most aligned with reptiles, cold-blooded creatures. But only the cool reptiles, not like the fucking lame ones, you know? That's the way I see it. I'd be like a poisonous dart frog or some shit. I'd be a blue poisonous dart frog. Something that deadly has no business being that pretty, you know?
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here. Hope all's well with
Yo,
the family.
new
Just a
shit.
heads up, we're expecting
New
those
shit.
troublemakers at Disrupt to attempt to hack the channel during the broadcast, so keep an eye on the interference screen and stay out of the orange. Let's keep the news on the air. It's important, now more than ever.
Some pensioners while they try and fashion a nutritious meal.
nutritious meal. Must be played. What if I don't? Crazy Neil.
Please, team have asked me to ask you to keep it light.
Siege survival.
What does that mean? Don't you see that thing you do when you turn
this-
politicians into humans? Just don't get drawn into talking about the war. It's politics in general.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
I hope so.
You don't hear this from me.
It certainly is the news. As far as I'm concerned. Anyways.
Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now. I'm just in a speech or something tonight. They'll get out my latents.
Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Sometimes you sound just like them, you know?
How are you?
It is what
It is what it is.
That isn't.
I guess we'll go full advance run next. Because that
10 seconds,
seems
everybody.
interesting. Bootlicker run!
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Megan!
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines
In
tonight.
the 140th
Company
day
of
of
Heroes.
war.
Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the
sorry.
mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping
They get
the enemy
bad
on
war
high alert.
photos.
Unable to work out where or when
Get the
next
scary
strike.
war.
Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks and months of this war make ever more
I'm sorry, it's cold. I'm gonna grab a hoodie. I'll be back in like literally a second. Hi, back.
demands on our armed
We
services, those numbers will tragically only continue to rise.
As they typically
Don't
do.
starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were
Yo?
opened in the last remaining
Okay.
unfed areas of the
I'm
territory.
fine.
The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing
No.
regularity.
Bad government.
However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to
Terrifying.
allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success.
7 days to
Previously available
die.
only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community.
Holy
The transition
shit.
centres have reported larger than expected numbers, but report that they are coping well and able to provide a complete and meaningful service to all who choose to use it. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic
Make it
given that the
scary.
cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. While
Oh, they're
applications are
illegal
still
now.
open for those who like to run fashionably late, they can expect a few tricky questions from Advance.
Of course.
Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds
Mankipool.
gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. Community cohesion officers found themselves challenged by the unruly mob element always present at Disrupt events, but thankfully managed to keep violent incidents to a minimum.
Maybe that was the wrong
And
picture.
finally tonight,
I don't know. I'm just doing fucking whatever.
our mutual friend.
Jeremy.
Bail was denied in the High Court today for shame
Fuck.
former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson. The presenter will be transferred to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy preparations for his trial, which is still 18 months away, begin.
Damn.
Since being taken into custody 10 weeks ago in this very studio, little
Jeremy.
has been heard from our former colleague. Despite how things ended, we wish him the best, and we'll be sure to bring you all the details of that court case.
I miss
every
you,
month.
Jeremy.
But first this evening,
Mr.
the war
Donaldson.
about to enter its 21st punishing week, and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable
New
Prime
intro
Minister
sequence?
Cameron in an exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire.
3,
That's coming up on tonight's
2,
National
1,
News.
boom. Okay. Don't get freaky. Stop it. I don't like it when you do that. I prefer when you don't, if I'm being honest. If I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, Chief. Stressing me out. Stop wiggle wobbling around like that, bro. That wasn't even that bad. I don't know what the fuck they're so pissed about.
In part too, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lil C. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to have you coming back for more. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lanfordshire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that's
hey,
right.
Peter.
Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or anything. As my old man used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
Right.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh, shitter. It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new you?
Well, you know, Mrs. C and I were watching, you know, the night the blockade began. When
The
Jeremy
night the
Donaldson...
blockade began.
Well, you know, and it was blistering hot, as I'm sure you all remember. And I were a bit wheezy from all the cigars and all that. And Mrs. C turns to me after the signal dropped away, and she was in floods of tears. And she says, Peter, she said, I couldn't go on without you. She said.
P.T.
So I made a decision. And since that day, I have stopped smoking cigars.
Wow.
Except for Christmas. My birthday. Weddings. State dinners.
State dinners.
What was that? I can't as useless running backwards, does
What the fuck language is he speaking?
Apparently, I'm going on a walking holiday this Christmas, and that should finish me off for bloody good.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never liked travelling at the best of times. These are certainly not the best of times.
I'm so focused on these fucking lines, dude. Oh, fuck you. The second I let go, you start moving. Fuck off.
As I'm sure you're all aware.
Bitch ass game. Do I win yet? Fuck. Jesus.
Also, it doesn't seem very advanced to be going abroad when the rest of the country is grounded.
Does it?
And yet, Julia Salisbury announced today that she'll be visiting Svenland during this year's winter break. Is that really an example of team spirit?
What?
Shit. My hand's off the keyboard. Okay.
About this scale?
No one tells me anything, Peter. You should know that. What did you know? Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some planning to achieve. What's your morning routine?
Well, I have a frigid...
This is real news.
Rigid. It's rigid, for fuck's sake! Oh, yeah. A rigid and demanding plan that my doctor and personal trainer...
Who's your personal trainer?
Some prick called Clark. Is that on your card?
I thought you might wonder. Prime Minister, speaking of planning, with the blockade in its 20th week and the
I didn't
people
even
of
mean
this
to do all
country
that.
reeling from its effects, what plans do you have to get us out of this mess?
Well, that's a very blunt question, Miss
Surely
Wolf.
one for which you, the democratically elected Prime Minister, must have an answer.
Don't you get smart with me, Pat. I was a fucking national treasure before you were a twinkle in the milkman's scrotum. You want to talk about plans? Let me tell you about plans. That's all we do. Fucking plans and revised plans and then meetings to discuss the implementation of plans and plans and yet more planning for fucking plans and yet more fucking plans.
That's good. That's good to know, Prime Minister.
I'm trying! Fuck.
Breath of fresh air. But I've been watching. And you know what? You get more like him every day.
This fucking game.
I will take that as a compliment.
He's really rude. He's not even rude. He's just drunk. He's just drunk and he swears a lot.
Can you give us a hint of what she's going to say?
Yes. Well, I imagine that there will be
you
the
imagine?
usual... no, what I mean is...
You do know about this broadcast, don't you, Prime Minister?
I'm sure I did. But Julia and I have no secrets from each other. We don't memorize each other's bloody diaries either. As my old mum used to say, If you wanted to get a job done quick, don't get bogged down in the pubes. What else you got?
Sorry?
Why is pubes a word that gets censored?
Yeah, refill my last. Come on. Come on.
Okay. What music do you listen to when you work out?
Well, Gail tells me that I work out to Little C, but I have absolutely no fucking idea who that is. And do you think the C stands for?
It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister.
Yeah, actually, that does make more sense, actually.
Little
how's
collaborative.
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other. I've got Mrs. C and many a fine single malt. I want for nothing.
So based, Prime Minister.
So for a decent night's sleep, of course.
Prime Minister. Joining us.
This is a train
When we
wreck.
come back, it's time for the Culture Spot with Lil C and a world premiere performance of her new song. I genuinely can't wait to hear that. We'll be back after this.
1 minute back, everybody. And that is what happens when you wander from the car.
I don't think you
Oh.
Anyone's supposed to know? When you mentioned that Bozeman's face turned a colour that I think you call embolism. Mind travel.
Embolism.
You have to feel like the daughter you never had. I suppose the higher up might hire him now.
Who's Lil C?
No way they fired Bozeman.
Who's Lil C?
You met Bozeman.
Are you winding me up?
What uncivilized? I read books.
She reads books. See? That's fucked. I did pretty shit. I did kind of shit all over the place. I get it. I understand. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Bozeman.
Christmas dancing hats and jumpers. If you're feeling hungry, don't feel down in the mouth. You can have a dog on a log. And remember, a dog isn't for life. It's just for Christmas to eat. It's a crazy
What?
deal at Crazy Meals. We've got elves on trees. We've got trees on elves.
Oh my god.
Know where the elf on the shelf is? We've got elves on elves.
Elves on elves?
Ready for you to take home. We
Are they fucking each other?
nativities with naughty Christmas figurines. We got crazy Christmas nut bums. We've got crazy Christmas stick bums. It's the
Oh my
same
god.
as Crazy Neil used to say to me, bang, bang, bang. She had to go, but I still love Christmas. Christmas without her is not the same. I don't care, because I'm insane. Come on down to Crazy Neil's for your
Neil's got nothing but bars. Alright.
Thanks for coming back.
Let's get back
Later,
to
we
it.
have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful
Before
Before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut
Okay.
album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C! May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
My manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is
Freak.
that healthy?
Oh, well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know. So your first album, F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Sexy little girl?
Bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile
Get up
run,
at
have
5.
3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's
Billy
nothing
Bob
that strange
Jean
about it,
Short.
Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
So, this newfound explosion into your popularity, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nicer underwear, you know, for the paparazzi, but as the
What?
manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
You're a freak.
Is that right? So what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again.
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
That's, I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
she's not wrong.
we're going to see some of those famous
Fucking
dance
news, am I
moves
right?
very shortly, because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out tomorrow.
So soon, after the last one.
Oh yeah, I've actually released 2 albums
Fuck.
since lunchtime and a clothing line during this interview. See, this is called Cry for Help,
Shit,
and it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops. And it's out now, so girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until somebody gets it for you.
Ooh.
Shit.
There she goes. Blimey. All these projects, they're keeping you very busy, aren't they? It must be tough.
Yeah, it can get tough, and I hate it sometimes, and I hate myself. I just want to like cry into a bath of root veg.
So
But
valid.
then I think thousands of girls would do anything to be me, so I must be quite lucky.
Yeah.
You know you don't have to do this, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do think that sometimes. Most nights between like my 4th vodka and the 8th time a stranger slaps me around the arse. I think things could have been different.
Ass.
You know, like better. But I don't know.
Fucking,
I love doing autographs and having
dude.
somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Did you always want to do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I did. I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come, I'd press record them up and there. But then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practicing again.
Sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah, which can be tough. And sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, "Make Quagler proud, and you might just survive childbirth."
Oh my
Well,
god.
you know what, despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
On that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring
I
You
fucked
Home.
that. They're
and
gonna be
I actually
upset.
sent
Yep.
the lyrics in the car on the way up here. But you know what? It's actually alright. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure.
Very specific type of
To hear
pleasure.
this. Oh, so here's Lil C with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
It's the Force's favorite, the queen of teams, here to break in your blockades. Lil C.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry?
Fuck.
There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat
Okay.
back in
Nope.
only you
Stupid
can
angle.
fill
Shouldn't have
that
gone there.
crack in me.
Obviously.
I'm
Why would you think that?
under siege, so come
Yep.
and free me.
One.
Ain't no disruption
Let's go
here.
forward.
Boy, I got no agenda. Just want the team and me. No dirty
Yep.
foreign member. Don't
Feels
start
good.
no morning drill. There's holes in me that
The
ain't
boys.
filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud.
Yeah.
I ain't no Vickers, but I come in Spanish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pour me like an enemy soldier.
I don't like this song. I think like the other one is way better, right? But it does kind of go. You know. Boy ass! Let's
I
go!
wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got too excited.
I've been this wild and free since
Fuck
Mama
you.
burdened
It was a little early.
She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, these babies gonna bring you home. I ain't
What do you mean? That was literally fine. Shut up. You like the fast ones? You want me to go faster? Is that the problem? Oh my god, where did her clothes go? The boys are getting naked. It's getting weird in the newsroom. I'm not really supposed to show that, but it's fucking too late. Whatever.
Well, if that doesn't distract
what
you
it
from the
is.
world outside, I don't know what will. I'd like to thank Phil C for
Doing my best out
for
here.
doing that.
That was shitty.
Don't go anywhere. After the break,
I'm gonna get like a
finally
fucking
be revealing
C
the new
again.
segment of our show that we just know
Alright,
you're gonna love.
2,
We'll be back
1.
right after this.
We'll be back.
And we're
There we go.
out.
It's fuck, dude.
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know. To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours.
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective. You know what it's like.
Oh.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jeanshaw?
Oh, my dad. Such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together. And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys.
The lube guys?
I'm gonna stop meeting it.
A+! Let's go! I thought I fucked it! Yeah! Shut the fuck up, Bozeman. Hey, Bozeman. Bose these nuts in your mouth.
Well, the fact is,
That's kind of
Ken,
funny.
there's enough flowers in my dressing room.
There were exactly 12 said in your right.
Do I look like the sort of person who counts things?
Yes.
No, not anymore. I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what. Just keep adding
It's Jeff
flowers
Algebra.
until it feels like 12.
What does that fucking mean?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds.
You weird ass.
5.
4. I like this dude's energy. You would like Jeff Algebra.
Thanks for joining us
Fucking
in
nerd.
Parenting. We've been teasing you about our
Yeah.
future all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some talent, and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director, and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've dropped the algebra. I go by Jeff DePoon now. How'd you like that?
Yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
I'm earning enough to now.
And how does Angela feel about all this? Your wife. Your wife.
God, no.
Oh.
No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back.
Oh.
I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Poggers.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
That's a fun name.
And how did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Oh, well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a protein sitcom, and I heard my father's voice.
My father.
He said,
Father! When can I go out and be on my own?
"You wring every penny you can get out of this." So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
Fuck. I didn't know! Fuck off.
Good morning, Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalized my shop again.
No!
Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community.
Same.
What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock.
Wow.
See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right. Oh, so you're right.
Oh, I forgot.
Here it is.
Here it is. It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers? What's up, losers?
Oh, no. It's Brad.
It's
Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
Brad dudes.
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What? Did you say tutoring?
Tutoring?
That's right.
Yeah!
Not at all. Not at all.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on churches?
Urinating?
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are and not on your actions.
No joy.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Oh my god.
I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, Yes, wonder, wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, eh? Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yo, what's good? Yo, what's good? Yo. Yo, what's good? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I know what happened. Yo? Fellas?
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the Notice
we good?
Board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we are picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be nuclear explosions in
Oh, shit.
4 major
Oh,
foreign
shit.
cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into. They put them into millions.
Oh, shit!
I'm being told we're experiencing some power shortages.
That's,
as a result
no
of the
fucking
crisis.
bueno, huh?
Apologies for the interruption. And apparently we can go live now to team headquarters for an emergency
Okay.
broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment.
Gotcha.
Yes, let's go to that now.
Alright.
Yes, let's go to that now.
Julia.
Good evening, citizens.
Julia, what the fuck happened, Julia?
Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives.
Working for Advance?
In 4 major cities across the continent.
What?
We have similar devices in 58 other urban centers.
Yo.
And will not hesitate to detonate them.
What's your deal?
Conditions are not met in full and without delay.
What fucking conditions?
The people of our territory will no
You're the
longer
government.
tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove
Julia, what the fuck?
immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken
Dude.
under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that
It's
your
fine.
citizens become part of the new
I'm so good.
Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people.
Come on,
They will
come on.
finally be
Stay
fed
within the
and
lines.
clothed
You
and
know you want to.
educated and healed. But for your privileged few,
Shit.
the moment that they feared is now upon them.
I'm gaming. I'm gaming.
Allow me to be
I'm gaming.
crystal clear.
I'm gaming.
If you fire a single shot at our territory, or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices.
Don't, bro.
You will not
You can't just nuclearly explode shit.
No doubt you are already searching for them.
That's not cool.
Our technology is decades ahead of yours.
Who are you even threatening right now?
We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by
I've not heard my
tonight.
full name in so long. This is Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister. Also an asshole and a liar.
I don't really talk about my personal life in my job. It's not relevant or important.
This isn't
So many
very
of you may be
cool.
surprised to learn that I have a brother. His name is David.
Oh.
And right now
Is David alright? You don't know?
Get a stupid face out of my head. He's a researcher and he's currently travelling the continent for work.
Dude, my
And I
daughter's
don't-
traveling. Where?
No, I
Oh,
think he's right
shit. Oh, shit.
And I should imagine that there are many of you sitting at home tonight digesting
David's
news,
fine.
and
Probably,
you also
hopefully.
have loved ones on the continent. In Urkistan or Harvia or San Palmerino.
Shit! San Pellegrino! That's literally. Oh, that's where she went.
Which is where David was.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So when I tell you, I know how
Uh-oh,
you're feeling tonight,
sisters.
believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, We may actually be at the break of a new dawn.
Don't say that. That's scarier.
We can't know that yet, but we don't know. Together, we will find out.
That was an
And
aggressive
I
burp.
will be here every night, feeling what you are feeling, and with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world. My name's Megan Wolf.
2,
Let's make tomorrow
1.
better.
Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Alright. Strength and strength, family away from home. Shit, dude.
Till we know exactly which cities were hit, or
Megan.
That's fucked.
We will find him.
Hope David's good. He deserves to be good. A+. Did I do good in all of that broadcast? I fucked the beginning, right? Yeah. Let's make tomorrow better. I've been getting hella achievements for this game. I want to see them. Free to pay for those. Stay neutral. Max out the boost. Replay any sequence. Lockdown. See a man's retirement from the newsroom. Make the notice board's first show a success. Complete the broadcast on day 371. Introduce the spokesperson. Learn about David Wolf. And then complete the telethon. Word? Am I still worrying debt? Not quite breaking even. Neil's Deals is still up. That's what I like to fucking hear. Advance down, disrupt up. Channel 1 loves me. I want to see some of this. Back to what I was fucking doing. I did finish reading your message. I did fucking finish reading your message. You bitch ass. Anyways. The rest of your shift passes in a blur, with the same words going around and around in your head. Operatives working for advanced detonated nuclear explosives. Initial estimates put death toll into the millions. Did this really just happen? You pull into the driveway with no memory of the journey home. The light in the front room is on. Clearly someone else is still awake. The door creaks open into the living room and you find Sam sitting on the sofa staring at the TV. The screen is off and they're clearly lost in thought. You take a seat beside them and put a reassuring hand on their shoulder. They don't look at you, but they do reach up and take your hand in theirs. Now you're closer, you can see Sam's face more clearly. You see a look you've never seen before. Chris and Susie. They're both. I know. What do we do? What the hell can we do? The bastards killed Chris and Susie, and millions of others, all because of their fucking war which we never asked for. Where there should be tears, there is only fire. Pure, raw fury. They're manic now. I hate them, Alex. I know you've never been a fan of Advance, but after this, they're monsters. I need to know you understand that we can't just be indifferent. We need to actually do something. Nothing can justify what they did, and anyone who tries is just as bad as they are. Relief spreads over Sam's face like a wave, and they collapse against you, clutching tightly. Clearly this was weighing heavily on them. You're not sure you've even processed it all fully yet, but at least you'll get through it. Together. That's so based. So true. A final farewell. The last week has passed in a blur, a rush of things to do, but all immediately forgotten, your memory clouded by a dark fog. 9 days since the so-called Liberation Night and the beginning of Advance's new future. You weren't the first ones at the church today. You were staggered by the number of people who have come to mourn with you. Everyone here for the same reason, sharing the same pain, the same sense of loss. It's written all over their faces, much as it would be on yours. You step away from everyone else, needing space to gather your thoughts. Your little girl, Susie, and Chris too, both just gone. Sam has said little since that evening, clearly still in shock. Not that you could blame them, you haven't been much better. Sam appears silent and squeezes your hand tightly, an act of desperation seeking comfort, and you squeeze back. Some small piece of you can't help but wonder, are you partly to blame? These scars will not fade quickly. There hadn't even been coffins to bury. Because we're fucking poor. Damn. That sucks. That's a long time. Wow. You gonna give me another broadcast, though? I'm not doing another broadcast. Okay. That's scary fucking noise. Jesus. It's a seemingly ordinary morning, but as you get into work, you find a small crowd gathered in the break room. When you go in to grab your first cup of tea for the day, you can't help but overhear some excited chatter. You didn't hear? Yeah, another one's gone missing. What's that bring the total up to now? Oh, I think it should be over 100 at this point. They won't all have been reported or noticed yet. Sorry. What's going on? An excited young woman turns to you and begins to explain. Another professor went missing at Queensview University. With all the other disappearances over the last year, scientists, doctors, researchers, she pauses before lowering her voice to a whisper. It's clearly Disrupt targeting the people speaking out against them. I even heard advance are struggling to prevent further. A deep, familiar voice from behind you interrupts. What exactly is going on here? A silence overtakes the room as you all turn in unison towards the doorway. Bozeman clears his voice before continuing. I've told you before, I don't want to hear about these so-called disappearances. Come on now, people. Advance have been very clear that they're nothing to worry about, which means that they're not our problem, and unless they start classing cappuccinos as intellectual, I don't think anyone here has anything to worry about. Best get back to work. I had to think about that sentence for a minute. It didn't make any fucking sense. Bozeman holds up a hand to keep you as everyone else files out of the room. Look, I know you have a habit of doing what you want, but things are different now. Advance runs the show, and they've made their feelings clear, so now I'm doing the same. Channel 1's official position is that the government has things well in hand. Nothing more, nothing less. I trust I won't be hearing talk about this again. He gives you a curt nod before leaving. It seems that for better or for worse, public ownership is now in full swing. Fuck you! I'm gonna do what I want. You killed my daughter! You fucking killed her! She's dead! That's also a long time. Am I at, like, the end of the game? Should I just finish the damn thing? You drum your fingers on the steering wheel impatiently as you wait for Charlie again. It's great he's enjoying the Cohesion cadets and is so enthusiastic, but does he really need to stay behind every week to help? It's your Saturday evening too, after all. Finally, you see him exit the hall, a grin on his face. You can't help but smile back, the frustration starting to fade as you see him so genuinely happy. After hugging his friend goodbye, Charlie heads over to the car and gets in, his face flushed with excitement. How was? You're interrupted, as he can't contain himself any longer. Guess what? What? You play along and smile. So, obviously the Cohesion Cadets is a starting point for becoming a CCO, so we get a head start when applying for that. Charlie gushes, clearly keen on explaining his news, almost tripping over the words in his effort to tell you. Well, apparently from next year, the top 5% of cadets will be taken into a special program to become CCM's Community Cohesion Managers, and guess who's gonna be in it? He beams at you. I see. What do you do, bro? Oh, well, basically, they need a new liaison team between regular people, the CCOs, and the Betterment Department, and that'll be us. People come to us with concerns, and we'll decide whether they need referrals, and if so, to which department. Cool, right? Sounds great. Congratulations, bud. With a grin from ear to ear, he sits back in his seat. Yeah, I'm so glad I joined. I can't wait to tell everyone. You chuckle. I think a celebration is in order. How about we pick up some takeaway on the way home? Yes, so go. And the rest of the car ride is spent with Charlie listing every takeaway you can think of. It's great to see him doing so well, but bittersweet because he's a fucking narc. In real life, I would never raise a narc. You know, my kids would hate 12. Oh, night of fire. Uh-oh. You're surprised to find Sam in the bed next to you when you wake up. They must have got in very late last night from drinks with the folks from school. You decide to let them sleep in and enjoy a lazy Sunday morning. With the house quiet, you decide to bring some breakfast into the living room and watch some TV while you eat. This is breaking news. Reports are coming in from across the county that large swaths of farmland went up in flames last night as a part of what the authorities are calling a heinous and well-planned act of terrorism known by the group known as Disrupt. You drop your spoon back in the porridge and turn up the volume. In addition to the food stores, which government resources have said will put a strain on universal menu centers countrywide, a number of CCO and civic buildings were targeted in last night's attack. According to Prime Minister Julius Salisbury, specific prisons and re-education and betterment facilities were raided and a small selection of problematic and potentially dangerous individuals were forcibly extracted from lawful custody. You hold your breath, waiting to hear if anyone got hurt. Unfortunately, it appears that the CCOs were ill-prepared for an event like this, and Disrupt seemed much more effective and well-organized in comparison. While most of the targeted locations were thankfully empty of people, given the lateness of the hour, the betterment centers were fully staffed when they came under attack. 17 CCOs and 4 administrative staff lost their lives as a result of the brutal actions of Disrupt last night, with countless more injured and many seriously and rushed to the hospital. A few Disrupt members were captured during the conflicts, but the vast majority seem to have evaded escape so far. More on this story as it develops. You go to turn off the TV. You're interrupted by Charlie walking into the living room, bleary-eyed and with a piece of toast. Anything interesting going on? He gestures to the TV. Mutely, you leave the news on as they cycle through the story again. Charlie watches in a hushed silence. By the end of the broadcast, they're dubbing it The Night of Fire. Everything's gonna be okay, right? I hope so. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, Charles. I don't know, man. Oh. My stream's fucking again. That's concerning. Okay, now it's putting me to a broadcast. I'm not doing another broadcast. This is gonna do it for me for tonight. Because I've been hanging out, I've been chilling, life has been good. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that this game has been fun to watch, you know. I hope it's been a grand old time for you guys, the Twitch viewers. I'm gonna put this half of the VOD and the other half in one of the folders I have that's like when my stream dies, since it just died, you know, super fucking suddenly. Yeah, but I love this fucking game. This is a good time. I'm pretty sure... I mean, we're definitely in the latter half of the game now. I just don't know how long exactly it might take to still get through the rest of it, which is fine. I'm guessing, like, probably one more stream, truthfully. My comments have been the highlight of tonight's stream. The fuck they have not. All you do is hate crime me. I don't know what that means. I'm sticking with it, though. I said what I said. Oh, is this the end of the game? I'm not finishing it right now. It's gonna be... I'll finish it next time. Anyways, have a good morning / day / night. I will catch you the next time that I catch you. I'll try not to have such a long break before my next, you know, like, stream, but no promises. We'll see what the fuck happened. That took so long, then fucking leave, Jules. If it's such a goddamn problem. I'm emotionally can't raid Chris with one viewer. Nope, not gonna do it. Sorry. You can go to his channel, though. I'll host him. It's Chris Udala, if you want to hop on there. But, yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next stream, and, listen to this song, because I like it, and it's got a lot of 808 and a sub bass, and I fuck with sub bass. Catch you next time, gamers.
Baby wanna squeeze, and she wanna take a bath. When I squeeze the bitch, she make a noise that'll make you laugh. Baby wanna clean, man, that's a fucking fact. Every time I hop into the tuppy ducky, throw it back. Throw it back, let me squeeze it like a rubber ducky. When you throw it back, keep it slow, then go up. You know you never lag, always squeak clean, never nutty. When you shake the ass in the bed, so turn suddy. Get you throw it back like a boomerang, got me doing things. When she throw it back, wanna take her out like Tuma, man. Rubber ducky tried to suck me in the Mini Cooper van.